I have a word for those people who go about saying that pastors shouldn't be giving seeds and tithes and offerings. Now, listen carefully. If you're a Christian and you are part of those people who go about telling the world that it is an error for a pastor to be giving a seed, you're a fool. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm saying this with all my heart to you. You're a fool. If you know what it takes to preach the gospel this time, you can never stand against seed sowing. Any man, any Christian who is who is um who is trying to discourage others from sowing into the work of the gospel is indirectly trying to put a stop to the advancement of God's work. Go and write that down. If you know what it takes us now to preach the gospel, as it stands, I'm currently in Imo State. I know how much I've spent. I'm in the hotel. I know how much I've spent to keep myself here. Preaching the gospel now is not free, in as much as it is not free. It's expensive now because you get to rent some equipment. You have a lot of things to do with money. So don't be part of those people who go about telling people not to support the work of God. Never do that. Things are very expensive now, transportation and everything. You are in Nigeria, you know how things work now in Nigeria. It's not really easy everywhere. It's not really easy, and this is why missionaries are becoming pastors every day. Of course, it is not easy to be a missionary in these last days. It is not easy. It's so expensive, man. So expensive. You may not know what I'm talking about. You may not know because you may be static. But people who travel a lot, they should tell you what is going on out there. It is not easy. You have to pay for transportation. You have to pay for hotel bill. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do this. And you are part of those people who are discouraging others from sowing into the work. If you look closely, you discover that you are an agent of darkness trying to hinder the work of God. So if you are wise, you shouldn't look down on seed sowing. I'm saying this to everybody who is out there criticizing seed sowing, criticizing offerings, criticizing tithes. We don't use genuine men of God. Don't use your offerings to buy their personal things. They use it for what you sent it for. There are people who are not like that. Please, I'm saying this today to those of you who go about criticizing pastors. I'm telling you today, it takes a lot to preach the gospel. Resources is highly needed. God bless you.